Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Welcome to one of the most unpredictable tracks on the Formula One calendar. Welcome to Spa. It looks like the teams are removing the tyre warmers in the garages, so we should see some action shortly. The Spa circuit really is one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar, and Eau Rouge is one of the best corners in F1 history. A sweeping left-right-left with a blind summit.
Eau Rouge has seen some amazing moments throughout its history. I remember Mark Webber's fearless overtake on Fernando Alonso here in 2011. The whole crowd held their breath as Mark overtook the multiple world champion around the outside at 170 miles per hour.
Test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. Job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so...
Qualifying time at Spa, one of the mightiest tracks on the Formula One calendar. Long straights, up and downhill, Eau Rouge as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted. And as we count down to that green light, I have to say, Anthony Davidson, that this rain is not showing any signs whatsoever of abating. I imagine we'll be looking at some last-minute setup changes to better adapt these cars to the conditions. What do you think?
The trouble is, Crofty, they need to be thinking about the race tomorrow. You don't want to go jacking up the ride heights and piling on a few points of extra downforce that you're not going to want in the Grand Prix itself. The Parc Fermé regulations mean that you have to make that choice. The best thing the drivers can do is adapt with the tools they have available in the cockpit. Moving the brake bias forward will help stop the rear end slipping out under braking, and opening up the differential can really help tame the oversteer on corner exit. The drivers that can make best use of these techniques will have the best chance for success here today.
good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. What was the secret of your qualifying pace? How does a car perform in these conditions? Is it an advantage or a disadvantage? Appreciate your time.
Who doesn't love the Belgian Grand Prix? It's the race, of course, that gave maiden pole positions to the Jordan and Force India teams, with Rubens Barrichello and Giancarlo Fisichella respectively. Jordan, of course, would then go on to better that here in 1998 with their first ever victory. And you can guarantee that something special will always happen at Spa-Francorchamps. But what that something is today is anybody's guess. So here we are once again at Spa-Francorchamps with 19 corners, 9 to the right and 10 to the left, and a lap distance of 4.35 miles. An average lap speed in the dry here is around 145 miles per hour. It's a very quick circuit indeed. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Ocon and Roman Grosjean, Alonso, Gasly, Crofty and Leclerc, Magnussen, Hartley, Lance Stroll and Marcus Ericsson, Sirotkin and Sergio Perez rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
That's a good start. Keep it up. Is now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. This round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Sebastian Vettel takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Sergio Perez. That was a commanding performance today, very impressive indeed.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Well, things didn't really go your way today. Tell us what happened. There was some contact between you two. What happened out there? It looks like your rival bested you today, doesn't it? It must be devastating to not make it to the end of a race like this. It was more like dodgems than Formula 1 today, wasn't it? Appreciate your time.
You okay? Nothing more than bumps and bruises, I hope. I wish I could say the same for the car. That thing is quite a mess. What a disappointing end to a lot of hard work this weekend. Still, we've got plenty of repair time before the next race. It'll be just like new in time for the next Grand Prix.
I've been in touch with some contacts at Williams, and they think your attitude and results might be a good fit for their team. We can talk to them at our next contract review if you're interested. Let's see what kind of offer they can put on the table.